gang, welcome back to the channel. It's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I have got my January 2019 of scrapbook layout share. If you want to see some process videos of some of the layouts that I'm going to share with you, those are on the YouTube channel, and you can click subscribe below so you always see when I post a new process video or talk about books, because I do that too. Speaking of books, I did this layout. So this is an interesting one. I completed this layout in January, but I actually started making it in like December, I guess, November or December. And this was using a kit, a homemade kit that I had put together. And I kind of just took bits of like scraps and created this sort of griddish type thing. And there was no title. You know, I had this, you had me a hello sticker, my hero, this little journaling spot that says overheard, but I didn't know what the picture was going to be. And I just kind of tried to keep it as neutral as possible since I didn't have a picture. And then when I finally did get pictures printed in January, I decided that this one would go just perfect here. And then I added the title Bookish right there with some American Craft stickers. So this, I normally don't scrapbook without having pictures because sometimes it is hard. But what I decided to do was just kind of look to Pinterest for some sketch inspiration and just try to get a little creative with the bits and pieces that I had left over. And I figured eventually I'll have a photo that works. And lo and behold, here it is. So started it, last year, finished it this month. This was another one that I did the same way. I had these like paper strips that I adhered to this cool pattern background. I just added a bunch of these small little embellishments because I had them left over and I wanted to use them. And then I used some of the pattern paper that I had left over with the intent of using them as matting for the photos. And these two photos that I had printed this month, this is my daughter chasing after her cousin to hug him. They were just the perfect size to cut down. And they're not actually cut down into the same size because this one, when I put the word love there, it kind of covered up a little too much of that background of that pattern paper there. But you can't really tell unless you were, going to take a ruler to it or whatever. So I just like that I was able to kind of get these last sort of bits and pieces, these last sort of embellishments from that homemade kit put together. And then I just had the perfect pictures to go with it. So it's now complete. I also did this one, not using a homemade kit, but using leftovers from, I think, a Click kit kit that I had purchased. I used a lot of Pink Fresh Studio, and I had a bunch of this stuff, and I just wanted to kind of get it down on paper. So I just did like a straight line across. This, and then there's something here, they actually had words and symbols on them, but because, and when I initially put all this stuff down on the paper, I didn't have the photo and I didn't really know what I was going to do, but then I decided to use this photo and I didn't really like it being, down here, it was too big for up here. So I just kind of put it over those and used that as just, like a background. So it covers up, I think it was like an ampersand, and I don't remember what that said, but I still have Own You're Happy, Dare to Dream Big, I've got a heart, I'm a daydreamer. I love these like puffy stickers. They're so fun. So this is just a picture of me. I went to a media event and they had these, I can't remember if it was like an Audi maybe, but you got to sit in it and you're supposed to take a picture of yourself and share it on social media for a chance to win a prize, a vacation prize. I didn't win, but got a cool photo and a layout out of it. This one I'm going to have a process video for you coming up very soon, and it was actually inspired. Sometimes when I come down here to scrap, I turn on YouTube and I watch other people's scrapbook process videos, and I thought, what if I watch a process video and I create a layout at the same time? And so that's what I did with this. I was watching Potsy Fighter, her YouTube channel, and she was doing a very simple layout, just one picture, some like splatters, these circle bits, and I kind of just copied what she was doing in my own way. The circles, you'll see when I do the process video and talk more about that there and when it goes up in the blog. But the circles, I kept them to all one size. She did different sizes, but I was trying to get it done really quickly. And again, I didn't have this photo when I was starting, but I had an idea. I knew this was the photo that I wanted to use. So that's just a selfie of my daughter and I when we were on vacation last summer. This one I also made without having a photo. The stuff that I had here, it's like October afternoon. Most of it's from my homemade kit as well. So I had some American Crafts and Bella Boulevard, October afternoon. And I kind of thought with like the coffee cups and this word family that it would be perfect for a Thanksgiving photo. As you can see, oops, I had to lift this up in order to get my photo underneath and it kind of tore. So hopefully if I keep it way down here, you won't be able to tell. But anyways, I was thinking these things were just perfect for a Thanksgiving photo. I was making this in November. So Thanksgiving came around and I told my husband, we need to pose for a family picture and it has to be vertical in order to go with this graphic page that I made. I don't know if you guys do stuff like that where you make a layout and then you stage pictures to go on the layout. My mom used to do that actually. I just think it's kind of fun to get the layout complete and then create the picture that you want, you know. Here's one that I did for the Scrap Our Stash sketch challenge. You had to do, I just posted this on the blog this week. There was a 2-page sketch and you had to use one side. So I used the right-hand side. 3 pictures going across, just a nice simple like border. You also had to use some flowers. So I grabbed some flower stickers that I just discovered in my stash and put those on there as well. This is using stuff from the homemade kit that I created in January. So I have a video of that on the YouTube channel. So check that out. I think I just added these letters and this journaling spot. Those were not part of my homemade kit, but everything else was. So I love these photos, and I love that I can do it in like a sequence going across. It was very simple to put together. And then this one I also shared on the blog using these awesome effervescence sequins. They're not really sequins, but they're like translucent gems kind of, or enamel dots, translucent enamel dots. That's what I'm going for. And when I first saw them on sale in the store, I knew they were going to be perfect for these photos of my daughter playing with bubbles, because to me they looked very bubbly. So you can get more details on this on the blog, but I'm really loving this kind of diagonal style. As you can see, I've been doing it a lot. Diagonal. This one has less of a diagonal. I kind of like the smaller one more than cutting the whole page in half, but it's kind of fun to mix and match and go back and forth. And then this last one I did also using some Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins. I can't remember the name of the collection, but I love those little like seashells and the different sizes and colors. These are pictures of my daughter at swim lessons last year. And I put together a kit when I went to Tuesday Morning back in November, and it had a bunch of American Crafts and Paige Evans stuff. So I just used all of those elements on this layout to create the paper, the stickers. I had this fun little border thing. This is actually based on a sketch that I've used before. And it had like a banner thing going across. And so some of the stickers are, you know, banner-ish. And then I just added the word stickers there to kind of continue that along. You know, the photos would cover that up anyway. So I love the way this layout turned out. And I'm so glad that I purchased those Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins, because they are awesome. So those are all of my layouts. Not a whole lot this month. I did do some of my Traveler's Notebook journal, but because it's such like personal journaling, I'm not really going to flip through and show you that. But I am almost done with it. I'm going to have to I'm going to have to tear some pages out at the end, because there were too many pages for what I need. I don't know if you guys have ever done that and if it was successful, or if you ended up like tearing the book when you were doing it. If you have tips, let me know. So like I said, not very productive this month, but I did get, you know, photos on the pages that I had pre-made. And so that's successful for me. And I'm hoping that I can be even more successful and participate in some more challenges coming up in February. So stick it tuned to the blog. Give this video a thumbs up like if you enjoyed watching it. Follow me on social media and the blog so you can see even more scrapbook stuff, toy stuff, book stuff. It's all there. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.